fintech-related applications. To be able to have a full on-chain order book like Serum is obviously an incredibly powerful concept, much more powerful than AMMs, which have been extremely successful already. So, we're bullish on both Ethereum and Solana, and we think there will be other winners as well. It's early days for Solana here in China, but really we're only a year in. Solana's been around for several years now, but in terms of the narrative and people realizing how powerful the concept is, I think we're only really a year in.
So, okay, I see sort of where you're coming from, but what can Ethereum do that Solana can't? Why would I use Ethereum and spend the incredibly high fees there when I could just use Solana and have the much better UX? I mean, I could drive my Ferrari to the library or to McDonald's just like I can my normal car. Like, why would I even bother with Ethereum in a system in a Solana ecosystem that has not only matched what Ethereum can do, but done things that Ethereum literally cannot do? Like you mentioned, Serum with the central main order book. I'm just trying to understand how Ethereum even fits in.
Sure. So I think you can make that argument. I tend to be more conservative, kind of a skeptic that it's going to be some kind of MySpace, Facebook type situation. There's definitely an argument that could be made that we're seeing the emergence of a more powerful technology. I would just personally put a lower probability on that. And that's because of mindshare. That's because of Ethereum's enormously powerful developer moat. That's because of the tech transition, long awaited, that we may be at the beginning of. It's for many reasons, but basically, in my view, you assess you assess probabilities to a range of different outcomes. I would tend to say the outcome where Solana completely displaces Ethereum, I would put a lower probability on that. I would put a much higher probability on the fact that both Ethereum and Solana will thrive.
Yeah, I think a lot of us here, at least myself, I don't want to speak for too many other people, but like I like the interoperability hypothesis that it's fine that Solana and ETH and even other layer ones, they can exist and do their own thing. They have their own tribes, their own communities, and then there's going to be efficient systems, bridges across them that allow us to build applications that are across all of these chains, and that's sort of like a lot of us like Thorchain as well, and these kinds of projects that are trying to unite all of these different chains, basically.
Gents,
what do you think though about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin relates to? You mentioned that Solana probably won't overtake Ethereum. What is Sino's thesis on Bitcoin and its role in the future, and what do you think about its impact on the rest of the ecosystem? Like we see right now, Bitcoin has been tumbling, and others have had it even worse than Bitcoin. So what's Sino's thesis on that?
So for us, Bitcoin really is a macro story more than anything else at this point. It's still at the heart of crypto. We're much more interested in DeFi and other aspects of crypto, but it all starts with Bitcoin. And in terms of TradFi coming on board, that certainly has been the case as well. MicroStrategy is holding Bitcoin on its balance sheet, not Ethereum. In our view, the longer term story is much more about DeFi and revolutionary opportunities like that. But Bitcoin is still the heart of crypto.
And how do you express that if you're willing to talk about it? Like, how do you express that in your investment decisions at Sino? Do you have a position that you keep in Bitcoin to sort of maintain that macro play, or is it purely to try and find emergent technology outside of Bitcoin?
Sure. So we have a Bitcoin position that we maintain, and we do take a macro view in certain situations with respect to that position. And then in terms of our new investments, both in the secondary and primary market, that tends to be more focused on non-Bitcoin DeFi and such, because in our view, that's where the future lies.
And so what we're seeing right now in the markets, the drawdowns that we've been seeing just in the past 2 weeks, some of these DeFi coins, they're down 80+%. It's almost like what normally took in the past for a cycle to unwind months and months, it's happening within 2 weeks right now. You've lived through some of the past cycles, I imagine, right? And so, like you said, I think you said before, it's too early to determine whether like we're in a bear market now. But as we're speaking now, it's normally you don't get alt drawdowns 70-80%, and then it just sort of emerges unscathed thereafter. When you're investing in different projects, whether it's secondary or primary, what sort of modeling are you doing in terms of what the right price is? So like maybe the project is great, the devs are great, but do you ever like look at the price and you're just like, this doesn't make any sense? Even if you're in the seed round and getting a relatively good price, how do you determine whether or not this is just the bubble and they're trying to ask for valuations that are just insane? How do you do the valuation modeling?
Sure. So there's no question that there have been some extreme valuations in recent months that have caused us to pass. That's more been in the primary market where things have been quite frothy. Pieces of paper that people are trying to value at, 50 million bucks day one. There's been a lot that didn't make sense. In the secondary market, I think it really becomes very specific. There have been a lot of things that make no sense to me whatsoever, like Cardano's valuation, things like that. Doge. Sorry, Doge. Even I think Doge is fun, but come on. So there have been a lot of things that don't make sense situationally in the secondary markets. But then on the other hand, I'm enormously confident that DeFi is the future. It's the opposite of what we saw in 2017. DeFi sector as a whole, I was very comfortable with the valuation even a few weeks ago, and I certainly am at today's valuation. So I guess I would say, sure, things have been very frothy recently in primary markets. Pieces of paper, a fucking napkin for 50 million bucks. That didn't make sense to us. And then in the secondary market recently, there have been some things that didn't make any damn sense. And then, some things that we were actually pretty comfortable with. You got to keep in mind that our time horizon is really quite long. For example, our stack of FTT. Why the hell would I want to sell FTT? Like, anytime for years. I mean, we're making a huge bet on Sam, and I am enormously comfortable just sitting on that for years and years, frankly. So it becomes much more situational for secondary market investments. But again, the type of investments that we make at Sino, we try to find the best people in the entire fucking world. And then I don't care about the price of FTT, 6 months ago or tomorrow or today or yesterday. I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna be holding FTT and Serum and Solana for years.
Yeah.
And I don't care about today's price really.
Yeah, I mean that's I'm with you 100% on that, because we've all been looking at price of FTT and Solana, like they're trading at minus 60, 65%. FTT is trading at like 24, Solana 22. It's like a fire sale, right? but then when you zoom out a little bit, it's like actually this was the price just a couple of months ago. It wasn't even that long ago that we were trading at these prices. So maybe people got a little bit excited, and it's come a bit back down to earth. But there's a long-term trajectory there that I think is super bullish. And I'm curious your thoughts also on like the difference between crypto assets that have cash flows associated with them, whether we're talking about like sushi, where you can actually get the fees that are spent on the protocol by people that are using it, or FTT, where there's a business behind it, which is using revenue, part of the revenue, to buy and burn. You think there's fundamentally a difference between these crypto assets associated with cash flows of a real business, or a real, whether it's a fully decentralized or a centralized business, versus these other assets which are that they just don't have cash flows associated with them?
Short answer, yeah, 100%. I think there's a big difference, and we're much more comfortable with assets that have cash flows.
And yeah, because you can, I mean, I remember back in the day, there weren't very many of them, like back in like 2015, 16, 17, you would, the one of the memes of no coiners back then was always like, oh, these assets are in crypto, they're not based on anything. You can't, there's no cash flows. You can't, how can you apply any of the normal like asset valuation, discounted cash flow modeling or whatever? But now we actually have tons of assets. That's what DeFi has produced, is these decentralized protocols where you can have a governance token which actually gives you the right to cash flows, which, when we see drawdowns like today, I think people need to keep that in mind, right? That like these aren't just dog money tokens. I mean, some of them are the ones that are getting really wrecked, but the stuff that you're invested in, the stuff that a lot of us are invested in, this is, we're talking about real assets with real value, real products behind them, which are generating real cash flows that, you could actually put a real price on them.
Yeah, I would agree with most of that, and I think some with things like governance tokens, you have to differentiate between things that are nominally giving people an opportunity to participate in governance, and things that are an actual opportunity for active governance. I think these distinctions are enormously important. Cash flows that accrue to token value, different types of governance, or extent of governance, things like that. No question.
All right, and so despite these silver linings in the clouds, there's a lot of people getting wrecked right now. Yeah, so people in the chats, one of them saying my wife is going to leave me, another one saying I'm calling my parents today to see if I can move back in with them. There's a lot of blood out there. There's a lot of people out there suffering. What do we tell to these people that are maybe newer and they're feeling some pain? Like, what can we say to them to make them not panic so much?
I think a lot of people would be, certainly most retail would be better off taking a week off from doing crypto stuff, go to the gym, have a beer, go get laid, do something else, relax a little bit. I think people are getting way too wound up. The long and short of it is we're still really fucking early in crypto, and I think it's important to not lose sight of that.
Definitely. All right. Well, I know it's late where you are. Did any guys here that have access to mic, you want to ask Matt anything before we let him wrap up his night over in China? Anything you guys think we missed in terms of all this China FUD angle? I don't know, Coin Run, Bezos. I don't know if you guys had any questions for Matt.
Nope, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I just signed in.
Yeah, I just had one question regarding. Do you know what the actual number is in gigawatts for the Bitcoin network?
Well, I mean, you can look that up. Why is Moonlight even on here?
You think these miners will be moving out of China?
Right.
Hold on. Did Swapman pay you to shield Solana?
Oh God! All right, we got nothing but trolls now here, Matt. Which means that I think we covered everything. I did not pay Matt to come on here, so everyone knows he decided to spend his some of his evening to come talk to you guys. You should be grateful for it. A lot of people are emotional right now, Matt. So.
No, thanks.
Sure, I can certainly appreciate that. You always got the trolls, no problem. Just keep in mind I can troll back.
You got, by the way.
Thanks, everyone. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, by the way, you got the soldier and the ape badge already, so you've earned both of those. And
Wow, all right.
I've heard that Sino was even donating an ape, or your what was it exactly you were doing for people that are holding cope?
Yeah, for cope friends, 50,000 cope, you get a fucking ape. We'll send you an ape. Obviously, you don't get to have a real ape like in your house, but we adopted a bunch of apes on people's behalf as kind of like a fun little activity. You know?
Awesome, yeah. And in the end, everyone here should chill out with the leverage, relax, take some advice, and just chill out. If you're freaking out in this market, are you either using too much leverage or you need to just chill the fuck out.
Come to Costa Rica, boys.
Yeah, you're in Costa Rica, right?
Thanks,
What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best.
Okay. All right, Matt. Thanks for coming.
All right, thanks everyone. It was fun. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
okay.
Man. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you, Matt.
He's market selling right now. He's gone.
Did someone touch a TLDR?
Fucking short as shit right now.
Who was that guy? Can someone just give me a quick TLDR? Who was that?
Just a VC head from China, isn't he? Sino Global.
VC hodler.
Oh, he's short. He's short as fuck.
Yo, this shit is done. Like,
wow, dude, look at dude. Some of these alts, Litecoin's literally down 75% in 2 weeks.
look at Litecoin right now. It's just flash crashing down
It's
more.
gone.
Dude, this shit is wrecked.
Litecoin's at the 786 right now for the entire bull market from fucking $40 to the top, and I still am like, I don't really want to touch it.
Holy fuck. Some of these are just like, what the fuck?
Oh my
Do you think this is unbuyable here, Victor, at the 786? Like, it's retarded.
I wouldn't buy anything here. I'm serious. I really wouldn't. I mean, this is like I said, this is a young market. Some of these alts are gonna go to zero.
Yeah, but there's gonna be bounces. I'm not buying yet.
I would definitely not buy.
No bounces.
I mean, I'm gonna buy
going
today.
to zero.
I would wait till the weekly close, though. You have 8 hours to go. I mean, 7 hours to go. Just be patient.
Dude, this shit is retarded right now.
So you still in your long C4?
Yeah, I'm hedged though, bro. I told you I shorted ETH last night.
EOS is down 76% in 11 days.
It's still overvalued.
Wow, dude, this is rack.
People think this is a bull market still. This is not a bull market.
Dude, this is a bull market on the inverse.
Yep, it's done, bro. I can't, yeah, well, it's fucked.
I'm never taking a shower again, dude.
I mean, 2017 had a very strong bounce after a retracement that was not even this severe.
This is worse than COVID.
This bounce though that we're gonna get is gonna be this like the bounce that we got off the 6K, that V bottom that went to like 11. That's the bounce that we have.
There aren't
like,
fucking bounces anymore, man.
Nah,
It's
dude.
done.
Do you remember the crash to 6K? It was just like this, and then we bounced to fucking 11K.
Yeah, the selling was just as relentless. Like,
yeah,
fucking, you thought it was.
I mean, there's
gonna
going to be a
bounce,
bounce.
2
The
minutes
question
later, it's going
is,
back
do we need
over
a
it.
second capitulation to 20 or into the 20s? Maybe not 20 per se, but
Maybe, I don't know. But I do know that the bounce we're going to get off of this is going to be the 6K to 11K bounce for sure. Like I was saying originally, like part of the reason I was bullish a couple days ago was that it was more of a flash crash and there was no sustained selling. This is now, it's just like that dump to 6K where it was like no hope at all, and then we V-bottomed 100%.
So I don't know much about crypto, but I saw Willie Woo saying something along the lines of like, I don't know how he followed it, but he followed addresses, and he says that this selling, for the first time, people are selling that haven't sold in like 6 years. So he says like a lot of the selling that's going on is like people that were originally strong hand people are now like losing their hands, I guess.
Yeah, because they're like
it's TD, it's post-traumatic stress disorder or whatever PTSD or whatever this shit is, because they know what this could potentially happen. So they're gonna be selling because they know they don't want to hold another fucking 3 years for lows. So they're gonna be.
Wow, this is crazy. This is.
There's no second best.
Yeah,
There's no second best.
I mean,
you could probably short right here and be in profit.
This is done. Like this might be the end of crypto for real.
Oh my God, C4 is now. I said this 2 days ago. I'm like, wait till C4 starts switching his bias. Being like, yeah, this is actually a scam.
Well, no, I've been saying crypto's a scam for long before you even knew what crypto was. I was calling it a scam business. I didn't think we were gonna do that. I mean, we never dumped like this really. Not on the alts. I mean, this is the whole bear market is happening in like 2 days.
Dude, it's over. It's fucking done.
It's definitely over.
Oh man, we're just gonna have to move on with our fucking lives. I mean, I fucking knew it, dude. I fucking knew it. I'm actually not hiring any crypto people.
Dude. Isn't that what McDonald's said too? I think McDonald's said that they're not hiring anybody who held crypto.
That was a joke. Oh man, this is bad. I might just sell the shit right here. I really don't care.
Adder buyers in Feb are still at break even. Wait till they start. Adders are good. It's going to go to zero, man.
So Tesla's way underwater now, like massively underwater. Sailor, what was it, 24K for Sailor? Dude, fucking Elon must be furious at Sailor. Like, dude, you fucking scammed me. You fucking tried to convince me to buy your bags.
Elon fucking created all of this drama and made it all about himself, just like a true fucking narcissist scumbag. He did it himself. There's no way that he blames Sailor about this.
The only reason Tesla is up is because it's in the S&P 500 now.
No, Tesla is gonna gap down tomorrow, dude. Fucking Michael Burry. I'm never listening to anyone except Michael Burry ever again.
When he started, I guess, saying what he was saying, the SEC actually pulled him in and told him to stop saying what he's saying. So that's when he deleted his Twitter after that.
Nope. Dude, the guy is a fucking god. He long GameStop. He shorted the housing market. He long GameStop, and then he said the whole economy and everything's gonna crash like at the top, and he shorted Tesla at the top for $500 million. He has $500 million of Tesla puts. What a fucking Chad, dude.
He tried to warn us about Bitcoin too.
I know he said.
What did he say
it's
about
over
Bitcoin?
leverage and people that don't understand it, blah blah blah. And meanwhile, we're all euphoric. And fucking Michael Burry with one eyeball sees more than we all can see with two.
Yeah, but just because he has one eyeball doesn't mean he has half a brain. Of course, he can still think.
Oh, he has one eyeball?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Wait, for real? I didn't know that.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. He sees more with that one eye than anyone can see with two.
Dude, it's in the film. Come on.
Bottom.
That was bad.
We need to just sell all of our spot and just quit.
That was capitulation, dude. That was it. That was the absolute rock solid bottom.
Where's the volume?
The fact that Shiba coin, the fact that Shiba is holding better than Bitcoin is a problem.
Well, Shiba's strong. If it wasn't for Bitcoin dragging Shiba down, we would be pumping on Shiba.
Oh, guys.
This is a problem. Fucking Doge, 30 cents, still a problem, man. Still a problem.
Radium is showing a lot of strength inverse.
Is it?
No, it's
On the
not.
inverse, yeah.
Raising.
It's under $3 now. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
Ray's done. That was instant 10-15x right there. That was it. Like, there was no reason for Ray to go that high in the first place.
Dude, I got nothing out of that interview swap because Bitcoin was dumping. Props to you guys being able to focus and talk to each other.
Doge is bouncing now.
Well, that's the thing. He's not a trader, so he's not, jumping around between accounts, managing massive levered positions. They invest in projects, right? Like he's got. That's why he's able to keep his cool. Me, on the other hand, I was scrambling between fucking Derib and FTX, jumping around.
Fucking Dot took a deep shit, man.
LTC at the 786 for the whole bull market on that dump. I mean, I probably should have bought it because it was super scary and it's a good level.
I'll buy one more wave down on Litecoin. Get like a nice little $100 scare.
That was the bottom, bro.
That's what my bids are. I don't know. It's such an, like, it's like free money almost. I feel it might not happen.
I'm either waiting for Bitcoin to get above the 4-hour EMAs, which right now it would have to get above 38K as of right now, which that's not happening anytime soon. Or I'm gonna buy if we flush 30 and have like some extreme oversold on the daily. Otherwise, I'm not touching shit.
Moonwreck, you're a fucking idiot. Like, why are you asking a random guy like what the current power usage is of Bitcoin? You can Google that. Fucking idiot.
Enron's starting to look an awful lot like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what Enron did. Enron did a Wyckoff to zero. Bitcoin could do the same.
Wyckoff to zero, yeah. Oh, shit.
Wow. Well, looks like we're about to go to GPU mining again. You know, we can buy Bitcoin for $10 and do the whole thing over again.
The thing is, the sentiment still is long the dips versus short the tips. We're not in the short the tips.
There's no tip, dude. There's no bounce.
Oh, we did have a bounce. 30K to 42K, man. What kind of?
Yeah, I know, but that already played out.
That was a
and it's
fake
back
bounce.
now.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
bullshit.
but that's
Look
a
at
massive.
BSV's trading at 130. How do you feel, no?
It broke that range to the downside.
It broke its 160 stablecoin magnet level. Fuck this shit.
Fucking Polkadot 2 back-to-back 40% red 3 days.
Who the fuck even uses Polkadot, man?
They do parachain auctions are coming soon, bro. They're gonna
man.
revolutionize things, man.
Stick to your fucking chickens, bro. It's gonna be okay.
You wanna know what's worse? Ripple's still above 60 cents.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
It's bouncing.
We're in big trouble.
The bear market just getting started.
Pepsi knew.
Pepsi did not.
Ripple's
Pepsi
on like
called it for real. He actually sold all his crypto at the top.
Crypto. He never had any crypto to begin with. That's called a win.
Maybe he had $100 or whatever, but he sold it at the top.
Dude, if you never had crypto to begin with, that's a win, dude.
That's a win. Fuck, dude, that was the fucking bottom, man. I called out that 786 on Litecoin, but I didn't buy it. Should have fucking bought it. That was the absolute bottom.
Dude, I don't know how you guys sleep in this shit at night.
it was easy for months.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
I mean, it's easy on paper. I mean, it's easy, but it's all, it's all Yahoo money because none of you take profit.
Bullshit. Of course people are taking profit.
Yahoo money?
I mean, some do, but I mean, if you're always sleeping in it, then more often than not, you're going to get caught in these like little 2-week stints downwards.
The point is that you maintain a general crypto spot long position, but you massage in and out. When cycles are a bit heavier, you get out a bit, looking for better entries. Like it's not just like blindly sitting in massive bear markets. Like I was shorting ETH from 41 to 31. I just closed way too early.
Dude, this is like a massage with a fucking jackhammer, dude.
See, you that emotional chart I was showing about, where the public was getting in. The public got in at Elon Musk's pump candle, and it's playing out pretty much identical to the downside.
You buy, you hold, you diamond hand it, you hold, you diamond hand it, you buy, you diamond hand it, and then you buy the dip, and then you buy the dip, and then you buy the dip. Okay?
Who's that?
These are all TikTok investors, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the OI's another 2 billion hit there, but I think it has a long way down to go. On the daily, could go down to like 5 billion aggregated open interests, and we're at like 8 right now. And that would be the third wave that I was talking about yesterday.
You know what's the biggest salt in the wound? Mia Khalifa is still in profits.
The biggest salt in the wound was I didn't buy the 786 of the fucking bull market just now. I'm like,
We'll have another move down closer to the weekly close.
I want to see DeFi fully retrace this whole bull market. I'll look to see what's going on.
If Litecoin flushes to like 90, 80 in a straight line.
This is going lower. Look at
$50 next week, C4.
It just seems too easy to buy it.
Everything. What do you mean? Everything is going lower, dude. Fucking look at Shiba. Shiba coin is still has an $8 billion market cap.
Yeah, this shit's going to zero. I'm talking about a bounce though.
Everything looks like straight line to where it's got to go.
Dude, you'll get a bounce. Even Enron had some bounces.
That's what I'm saying.
If Mia Khalifa ain't selling, hodl. She's been out trading all of us.
She stopped doing porn?
Yeah, dude, she's a Doge trader now.
MySpace Tom's wrecked.
You have 10% already on spot. Oh, fuck. Shit, this market part. These are tradable bounces. Everyone's like euphorically bearish, but this is like super oversold on the short term. That was a good opportunity that I feel like none of us took.
Who's your
Because we're all
euphoric?
just jacking each other off about how bearish it is.
None of us my ass.
Who's euphoric right now?
You bought that
Everyone's
dip
just-
swap?
It's
On
called
ETH?
coke.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. I fucking should have. I had the level drawn out on Litecoin. I didn't pull the trigger. I don't want to chase it now.
You gotta understand the difference, C4, between cope and euphoric. There's a big difference, man. This is cope.
I don't know.
right
You're
now.
euphorically bearish in there, though, just now.
No,
No one was
this is
calling out
cope.
buy levels. Everyone was just jizzing about how wrecked it was.
Who's the most bearish
Now
person
we're
here
having big
besides me?
bounces.
Every textmonger.
Ask them if they're still holding any crypto. If they say yes, that's called cope.
Dude,
I'm still
when you're
holding
coping, bro. Why are you acting like you're in fiat when you're fucking all in on Tezos, dude?
Because I'm
You said
coping, man. Let me
80%.
cope.
You said 80% of your net worth was in crypto. On the way
I'm
down.
coping. I'm literally fucking coping. This is my cope method, dude. I'm coping. Not trolling. I'm coping. Literally.
This bounce is looking good, but man, I don't know if I want to scale out of these ETH longs or just get, because I feel like it's going to go back down like 1300 or so.
You can massage it.
Yeah, I wanted it just as a. If I was you and I bought that low, I'd probably scale out a half, lower your average.
Yeah,
and then-
take half out.
That's what I wanted to do. I just didn't have. I just didn't pull the trigger.
The ultimate goal is to get in on those longer dated futures and just hold it and then be done at the bottom, and then that'll be like the long that I just hold for the rest of the year.
Yeah, if you can massage, like that's the play right now is buy that dip, sell half. If it goes lower, buy it again, sell half on a bounce, and massage that, and then eventually you have that core position at the bottom, and then you see the daily oversold bounce, and you make 40% on spot. That was the first good dip buy opportunity right there, for sure. Ether and the low on perps, Litecoin hit the 786, Bitcoin got pretty retarded and essentially double bottomed off 31. I really don't. I don't know. I still think 31's go home.
We're printing another bull div on the 4-hour also.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not buying it now. It just bounced 10%, but I don't know. That was a good opportunity there.
I think it's good to see some. I mean, for me, I don't know about you guys. I don't mind missing a 10% move. It gives me the initiative to want to buy as the weekly closes. Like, I don't want to buy fucking Litecoin if it just collapses to fucking $75. I like to see it bounce $10 to know that if I buy it at 100, I'm not absolutely fucked. So I don't mind seeing it bounce 10% and missing out.
Yo, Corner, when's 21 happening today? 21, 21st hour of the 21st minute?
I don't fucking know, bro.
You could be massaging that long though. That's my point.
I feel like it's too hard to massage when this shit's going down 30% in 24 hours after having already gone down 70 whatever percent. I mean, that massaging strategy, you would end up losing money overall. I mean, this has gone down from 172 10 hours ago to where we are right now. I mean, I don't care how well you're massaging, you are not doing well with that approach.
I mean, you gotta be picky with like that. What I called out there, that was the first time I was even tempted to buy. You have to be picky about the entries.
I woke up today not thinking Bitcoin could break 30, but I'm starting to question whether it's possible that it goes through it or not. I mean, I personally think it'll do it eventually at some point this year. My question is whether it's going to do it right now before having some type of weekly relief coming.
I don't know. Everyone's talking like, oh, I'm going to buy one more wave down. Like, it just gets to be almost too obvious in the short term to buy. But, yeah, maybe.
I mean, these alts are just starting to proceed into daily oversold. Bitcoin dominance just had a daily bull break. I mean, this could go on for a few days, but it almost seems, like you said, this is almost too much wreckage to not have some upside, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, even if it's a 20% bounce gets retraced, I don't know. Is Litecoin going to go from 400 to 50 with, it just seems unrealistic.
Yeah, look, this guy's right. Everyone wants to sell that recovery rip, and that's why we just not getting one. CoinRun, I think, exhibits it pretty well. He was wanting to sell 50K if it bounced. Never happened. Now he wants to sell everything at 37K. That's never going to happen. Until it's just not worth selling anymore, and that's when we have the bottom. When people just don't care anymore, and then the sentiment shifts bullish, and then they don't want to sell. So we're just doing the bear market in a week instead of a year, and then we'll be recovered by next month at this pace. It's just everything in fast forward or fast motion, or what do you call it?
Yep, fucked.
What?
The dildo tomorrow will rape so many people. Oh my god. The green fucking dildo that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, that mentality, though, it is how you get people to sell your coins at like 35 because you're like, oh, look, an hourly bounce, and then that's the bottom.
Be the recovery. Be the green candle.
I bought some spot down there.
I will not be the support.
I just bought a little bit on this retracement on the 5 minute because I regretted not buying the dip. It's pretty overdone on the short time frame. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the way things look, there has to be some green this week, but I don't know, man. Bitcoin always does surprising things.
Never does the same thing twice.
That's a fact. I'm so over fractals, dude. But 2017, it went parabolic. 2017. 2017.
The blow off, the blow off.
Pretty relentless selling there. Wow, that's crazy. I bought some more Bitcoin there, and I took some ETH off short. But it's probably pretty wrecked still.
Some alts held the 30K low on that move. Some didn't. Most didn't, actually.
LTC 150 is like a mental barrier for me and line in the sand, and it broke it, and it's probably going to retest 150, but this shit's got to go down even further. Yeah, I might just fucking dump a little bit that I have and just not even worry about it.
I wouldn't dump Litecoin here, but I would buy if it goes to 100 or anywhere like near 100 to 110.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. How many people like have the same idea as us, and I don't know, just buying that flush? If it happens, great. You know, like I said, my bids are like 111 down to 80, but I just feel like that's. I don't know.
The dump to buy is the one that no one wants to buy.
If we bounce hard and then make a lower high, then it seems more realistic. Going straight down there though from here, I don't know. Nice bounce on corn.
Yeah, I want to see how things shape up with the weekly close, the daily close. That'll give me a better idea about getting in or not.
At least there's gonna be a gap on the CME.
Yo, are we fucking bouncing? Oh my god.
It's okay, guys. We have a gap at 49K on the CME that we have to fill.
Has Jeff come back yet?
Yeah, that'll be nice to fill that gap in 2-3 years.
Pretty big volume there on Litecoin too at that low. Fuck, man, I called it out. Damn it.
Jeff came back right in the middle of the interview and said "gents" and then left.
That was so perfect. Gents.
Poor Jeff.
Fuck, dude. I think Litecoin's gonna really bounce hard to like 160. Why is that funny? It's like a huge bounce.
Levels we haven't seen since 6 months ago.
Look at this bounce on corn. I mean, that was short-term capitulatory there. Yeah. Not surprised that we're seeing this bounce here. I bought a little Bitcoin on the dip, that 5-minute dip, but fuck. Fuck.
Dude, if you think there's gonna be a bounce, Solana's the long man. It's gonna
Solana,
rip up 15, 20%.
Let go, Solana. It's good bounce on Bitcoin.
Solana on my dick, bro. I don't give a fuck about Solana. When volatility
Dude,
is
dog
this
is the
high,
best
like,
bounce. Look
I
at
see
that.
no reason to trade the little shit coins when Bitcoin is moving and ETH is moving like this.
Dog bounced 20% in that move.
So the daily on Bitcoin keeps making lower highs and lower lows. Just step ladder down. I mean, the bounces play them like scalps, but we're trending downwards officially.
Aren't you on vacation, dude? Why are you staring at this shit?
I'm taking a shit, so it's kind of relevant.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, literally taking a shit. That's why you hear the echo. But I'm about to go to the beach.
Do you have like lizards running around in the hotel or whatever, or wherever you're staying?
I got an Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's lizards, lizards, birds, bugs everywhere. Centipedes, a lot of centipedes.
Where are you?
Costa Rica.
Oh, nice. Enjoy.
We fucking Deribit. What the hell is wrong with Deribit? Always fucks up.
It's working fine for me, Swap.
15% bounce on ETH.
Apparently 1 trillion was wiped off the crypto market.
Jesus.
Nothing but air.
But the 1 trillion was never there to begin with, remember?
Just there in spirit.
Solid bounce there.
Yeah, it's a good bounce.
That's a fake ass, gay ass bounce. Fuck that.
I thought you were buying Swap Man.
Oh shit, my name changed. Yeah, I want to change it back. I think it's because I reconnected and I changed my name.
I like to see these bounces though. It gives me confidence to get in if it comes back again.
I think this is. Yeah, I think that was the bottom.
Dude, oh my god. What a meme.
Oh my god. This is why this is not the bottom, because people still think that that was the bottom.
No, that was the bottom. We had all the alts made a lower low, but Bitcoin made a higher low. And on Wednesday, Coinbase went down at the bottom. Like, yeah,
this is not a bull market, man.
It's not the
Get your shit together.
It's a lull market.
That was the bottom.
I just have my 1 Teslas you owe me.
When
I need to get it. FTX doesn't have spot Tezos, but yeah, I owe you 1 Tezos.
For what?
So I betted more with you. So I betted that Litecoin instead.
What was the 1 Tesla's bet?
It was like when we ran that low, like
Oh yeah.
all the way up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna win my 100 from C4 soon. That's gonna save me.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that you're gonna win this as easy as you think.
Well, you got what? Let's see. How many percentages up to get to 50K? 10, 20, 30, 40%? No, wait. You need to do like 50% right now to get to 50K. I need 10.
That shit was the bottom, bro.
Dude, when
retested the yearly.
Jeff's making me bearish. But...
How long has he been saying it's the bottom for? You've been saying that for probably a couple weeks now.
Listen
No,
to
I
this.
mean, I said it up there and I was wrong, but I haven't been saying it since we fucking broke that low.
Listen.
Well, that means you've been holding it on the way down.
You remember when I was calling every 5-minute bottom, right? And I was wrong all the fucking time now. And then I'm like, you know what? It's not the bottom. And then everybody in the chat now says it's the bottom. That's not a good sign, man. That means like the denial is real. Like I've come to full terms that it's time to get wrecked.
Fuck, I'm getting so fucking triggered by this motherfucker right now.
I'm sorry, man.
My favorite's Marty with the 1 minute bottoms. And then when they go against him, he starts like panicking on the mic, open mic.
Now we have
so I like to hear myself talk, is what you're saying.
We have a nice like divergence between the alts and Bitcoin, with the lower low on the alts and the higher low on Bitcoin. Retested the yearly.
The problem with the way you're speaking is obviously that's going to happen initially. Like obviously Bitcoin initially is going to hold 30 and the alts are going to break through. That doesn't mean that Bitcoin won't eventually break through 30 though.
No, Bitcoin should have. If Bitcoin would, if the market wasn't ready to turn around, Bitcoin would have made a lower low, would taken out Wednesday's low.
It still can. I mean, it just spent 3 minutes down there. I mean, it still has. I mean, what's to say that it doesn't do that in 5 hours?
Because this market turned around, we're gonna fucking go up now.
It's such a weird. I don't know.
We're gonna. Maybe next week, but we're going back to like 35 at least. Right now, no, actually, more like 37.
Well, there's no evidence that the bottom's in. I mean, I like that level, but I don't necessarily think that anything is proven from this bounce.
Safe to say we're in a fucking bear market.
What?
Bro, we're doing 100K.
You think this is a bear market? This is a fake out before the breakout, bro.
It's the shakeout, biggest motherfucking shakeout of all time.
Right. Keep telling yourself that.
Sailor?
I think
Sailor just bought 10K worth on Cash App. We're good. We're good.
I think it still could be an extremely fast bear market. It doesn't need to be a multi-year thing. I think we could come out of this fairly quickly.
That I agree with. That's
We
the one.
fell into it fast. We could come out of it fast.
I think so too. This is a very fast moving market now, and the cycles are getting faster and
All right,
faster.
if you believe that, then you need to take your measuring tool, put it at 62,000, and drag that shit down 80 to 90%, and that's your bottom. If you believe that, then that's what's going to happen. We're going to go straight down 90% from the top on Bitcoin. All right, because that's how it works.
No, it doesn't. No, not that bad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Dude, I'll say this: the bear market brings out the best out of people's personalities.
9K worst case scenario, 17K best case scenario.
100K in 2 weeks, for fuck's sake.
It doesn't have to be that extreme, guys. Relax.
What do you mean? Every single bear market is 80, 90%.
Dude, we've only had like 3-4 bear markets. Like,
Yeah, but
come
I
on.
mean, even like if you look at other markets too, like Nasdaq or like stocks and Nasdaq and shit like that, everything's, huh?
They don't go down 90%.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
What, back in 1930?
Bro, just the .com bubble.
Did not.
It went down.
90%.
I think it was like 80% on the .com bubble.
It was, yeah, exactly. It was 80%. And you can look at wait, what happened? Oh wait, let me see. I think 08 was Nasdaq. The Nasdaq was 60. Let me check.
That's a nice scalp on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I had a scalp on Solana and BTC.
54 on the Nasdaq in 08.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we haven't had a dump like that. Other like .com bubble was the last time that we went down 80% on indices, and the Nasdaq wasn't, a new thing at that time.
And we're in a mature market too, so I'm sure the alts.
Oh, this shit's fucking mature as shit.
I mean, yeah, okay. The alts will do 90%. That's fine. I don't think Bitcoin and a handful of other things necessarily need to go that low.
Isn't it down already 60%? It's already down 60%, isn't it?
Well, you mean Bitcoin is down? Yeah, it's gone down like 55% or so.
What's another 25% at this point? It can happen tomorrow.
I don't think so.
Alright, I'm gonna go kill myself. I'll be back later. I'm not gonna kill myself, but
don't.
I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm kidding. But I'm just gonna walk around outside and try and, yeah.
I said earlier, I got a high-rise apartment for a reason.
Yeah, dude, you moved into that new bougie place just in time.
Yeah, so I can fucking jump off.
Oh, man.
Me and you got wrecked.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking lost a Lambo Fiat at the fucking top the last day of the bull market. That's pretty sick.
Well, I've got a fleet of Lambos that have disappeared in the past couple of weeks. So. Got a fucking Lambo dealership that's disappeared. So.
Yeah, this was pretty brutal. Pretty fucking brutal.
Loving this volatility.
Still held 30K though for now.
I could see 19K. It's not crazy.
Thought that was the bottom, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
I do think it was the bottom, but if it's not the bottom, I could see 19K for sure.
Wait, so you're saying that if this isn't the bottom, it could go lower?
Lower to a
right?
point,
19K.
Chef.
That's fucking.
Whoa.
That's a lot lower.
There is a limit, you know.
Dude, I just did the math, and if the price breaks to a new low, then the price is going lower.
So it would be valued less?
Exactly.
But I do think that for now I'm thinking we're gonna bounce here, a lot.
Well, Jeff destroyed any of like confidence that I had that we would see a sustained bounce. So I sold my Bitcoin scalp long when Jeff got in here.
They're trolling.
I've been in here. You guys were doing some interview before.
Dude, when you came in here in the middle of the interview and you're like, Jets, so funny.
I thought that we
I'm
have
really
an interview
curious
room.
to see if that legacy is going to pull back tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that's the other. That's what could bring us down to like unthinkable levels if Legacy starts selling off. This could get. Yeah, I don't even know, man. This could get really fucking retarded real fast.
Legacy could have a down day tomorrow, but Legacy's not wrecked yet. I think it's going up.
The Dixie is gonna die.
It'll die at some point, but we're not there right now.
Is that a legit HVF decky, or is that like kind of a? Do you consider that a high quality HVF? $25K. These HVFs have been fucking money, so this shit's turbo wrecked.
Ugh.
Back to Sailor's fucking entry, man. Wow.
Yeah, there are others that are pretty underwater.
Victor posted something about some Japanese fund putting in 100 million at the exact top.
Yeah, well, remember that the fuck were they called? That Japanese asset management. They've gotten wrecked on WeWork and a bunch of other stuff. Starts with an S.
SoftBank.
SoftBank, yeah. That dude got addicted to trading Bitcoin and had to stop, literally.
Dude, the Japanese are the worst fucking traders, man. They don't do anything until the last minute, and then they fucking FOMO in.
Ah, man. Wow. It's pretty serious. Wish I hedged my FTT.
Too late now.
I wish I sold the top. I wish I fucking held my ETH short from 41 all the way down to now. Wish I would have sold my Zcash.
Oh, that bag, man. That was an epic bag.
Yeah, that's a fucking... Yeah, more than a Lambo flushed down the toilet right there. I would have just fucking sold. Fucking hell. Fuck. It's actually a lot of money. It doesn't feel like that much money because it's like a video game a little bit when you see all these numbers flying around. Then when you think about it, it's just like, fuck.
At least you bought that rug at the top.
Yeah, no, that's dude. The silk on silk, it's looking just as great, feeling just as great as ever. Loving the blue. It's like diving into the ocean.
You're maintaining your value as well.
Yeah,
Total
well,
store
I don't know
value.
about that. I mean, I'm not. That's not like I would ever sell it anyway. It's too fucking good.